nothing can last forever. I'm aware. I have witnessed the beginning and end of countless lives, and no matter how big or small, they always end the same, cold and alone. I'm used to the cold loneliness. For me, it wasn't the end, it was the journey itself. For the longest time it was. My entire life, I was nothing more than a tool. There was no warmth, no care. And then, way too early, my life was taken from me. Or so I thought, as I was surrounded by the flames meant to end my suffering. I felt something I never felt before. Warmth, safety, belonging, home, and a care I never imagined to receive. It was him, the devil himself, Satan, the supposed embodiment of all evil. Or so the humans had said. Then again, it was the humans that were trying to kill me. It was the humans that couldn't have cared less about the well-being of the defenseless child, simply due to her hair color. Humanity's God exists. He must be unbearably cruel, or simply not care. But Satan is different. When he was cast out of heaven, he built a dynasty of his own. He created demons, and therefore became a god himself. The love Satan has for his creations couldn't be greater. He doesn't care whether we were originally created by him, or turned after our previous existence ended, like in my case. He loves and supports all of us. However, there were some things I had to get used to in this new life. While some demons can eat human food, I could not. The only sustenance that would work was the human life force, human blood. I tried animal blood, but it tastes abysmal, to the point I couldn't drink it if I wanted to. Not that I had a problem with taking human lives, they certainly didn't care about taking mine, but animal blood would have been easier to acquire. I've lived that way for many years, taking lives for sustenance and vengeance, torturing humans just because I could. And then I met someone. She was just like me, a young human witch. She was not yet caught, but she would be soon, given how careless she was. That girl. Never in my life had I seen such an obnoxious brat. He was using witchcraft to play pranks on townspeople and made potions to cause sickness and disease. Not because anyone was making her, but just because she could. That was the first time I had taken a witch's life. I hope it will be the last too, but life is not that simple. Humanity is filled with disgusting two-faced monsters, but not all of them are. So, I decided to give humanity another chance. I wouldn't re-enter. I couldn't if I wanted to. I'm not a part of them. But maybe some of them would become a part of my very own community. And then I met them. People who cared about me. People that loved me. People that vowed to stay with me. The first members of my cult. My ivory creed. It was then that I learned that blood wasn't the only life force of humanity. their emotions were just as powerful. Just being surrounded by people that cared about me, feeling happy because they were part of my cult, it was better than any blood I had tasted. They loved me, but I wasn't strong enough for them. I'm only half demon. I can't give them demonic powers. I can't give them a demonic life expectancy. All I can do is share my own power for them to use through catalyst. I can amplify their strength, but at the end of the day, they were still human, and their lives would end just like any humans. But just because their bodies can no longer handle the strain of life does not mean they can leave me. They will stay with me till the day I finally die. And until that day, they'll never feel cold or alone. They will be surrounded by the warm embrace of a community, the fire burning in the heart of my cult. It will grow stronger with every new member and burn brighter every day. It won't extinguish, not until the day it's grown hot enough to burn me alive once more. And when that day comes, my fire will finally be extinguished for good. But until then, I will keep them with me. I will share the warmth and make it their anchor to stay by my side. My precious cult members, if it means you'll get to stay with me, I'll become a god myself. So stay, my beloved flamelings.